Hi, thank you for joining me in my study. Well, this week I began work on part 2 of my book on the doctrine of the atonement. Part 2 is going to cover the history of the doctrine of the atonement. The main revision that I need to make in the first draft of this part is to revise the part on the early church fathers' doctrine of the atonement. When I did the first draft, I was under the misimpression that the so-called ransom theory was the dominant view among the church fathers, because that's the way it's represented in the secondary literature. But what I've come to discover is that all of the New Testament motifs concerning Christ's atonement find their place in the church fathers. Motifs like sacrifice, penal substitution, satisfaction, and so on, as well as ransom. And so I need to flesh out this portion of part 2 in coming weeks. I've been amazed at the diversity of the different projects that I've been working on. It seems that one day I'll be studying archaeological discoveries made in the Greek city of Metropolis in 1990 concerning ancient altars bearing the inscription hilasterion, the same word that Paul uses for Christ in Romans 3:25. The next day, I'll be preparing for my debate with Eric Wielenberg and thinking about the foundations for objective moral values and duties and exploring Alvin Plantinga's evolutionary argument against naturalism. And then the next day, I'll be working on the doctrine of the atonement historically. So it's just amazing the wide variety of things that I have to work on. Now, in coming weeks, my speaking schedule is going to pick up, and so I'm afraid I won't be able to invite you into my study on a regular basis in the way that we've enjoyed up to this point. So I'll be out of my study some now in coming weeks, but eventually I'll be able to meet with you again. So until then, I wish you Godspeed.